Hey team, today we're going over 5 very practical tips on how you can improve your Valorant gameplay. These tips are best suited for kind of plat and below players, but even if you're plat and above, stick around, you might learn something new. So first things first, crosshair placement. Don't run around the map looking down here or up here. Always keep your crosshair somewhere that is useful and that is most likely always at head height. Also, when you're pre-aiming corners, make sure to pre-aim and get your crosshair ready to snap heads as soon as you peek the corner. You want to practice this everywhere you walk on the map, and when you move around, keep your crosshair somewhere useful. Head height, waiting for enemies to appear. Why is this important? Simply because it decreases your reaction time and makes shooting and aiming easier because you don't have to adjust your aim. You can just start tapping straight away. If my aim is down here and an enemy appears up here, I need to move my crosshair and start shooting. If my crosshair is already here, I just need to start shooting. Simple. Secondly, lower your sensitivity. I'm running 800 DPI in-game of 0.34, I believe. Yes. 0.34, 800 DPI, no acceleration. This is a good starting point. You can adjust from here up or down depending on your playstyle, but typically I've seen a lot of lower rank players using really high sensitivities, and for games like Valorant where it's all about precise gunplay, that just makes your life a living hell. You need that subtle movement and accuracy to shoot heads. A really good kind of litmus test on finding your right sensitivity is just aim at a point on the map. Let's just say this corner of this box here, and move left and right. This is what I would call medium distance away from the point. If it's easy to do that, move closer, do the same thing. Make sure it's easy to keep your point on that point, keep your crosshair on that point, and do it from far away. So if your sensitivity is too high, doing it from far away will be really hard. If your sensitivity is too low, doing it from close range will be too hard. You basically want to find a nice medium kind of middle ground between those two trade-offs. Number 3, learn how to shoot. Learn how to use your weapon. So tap for long range for most weapons. Single bullets. Make sure the recoil is resetting between each shot. Burst for medium range. And spray and pray if they get close to you. You've really got to learn the recoil reset timings for each weapon as well. Just jump in the practice range, shoot on the target board, and get a feel for how quickly you can shoot or how long you have to wait between shots on the Phantom, the Vandal, etc. before that recoil resets. Number 4, always be trading kills. This is something that gold and lower ranked players just don't do. What that means is that if you or your teammate dies to an enemy, make sure that someone on your team or you are there to trade the kill, to get the kill on the enemy that has just killed someone on your team. Now, what that actually means in practice is never push an angle alone by yourself, and never let your teammates push an angle alone by themselves. If you're nearby, push the angles with your teammates. If your teammate swings out and exposes themselves and takes that aim fight against the enemy, even if you think it's a bad decision, even if you think it's a horrible decision, you should push with your teammate and try to trade the kill. This puts the enemy in a 2v1 situation and makes it much more difficult for them to get a kill and escape unharmed. So no one on your team should be dying alone or be dying in vain. My 5th and final tip for today is learn how to clutch. Like, this is a public service announcement. All right, you don't need to kill the enemies to win a round of Valorant. This is very important to remember. You don't need to kill someone to win the round. All right, on defending side, all you need to do is prevent them from planting the bomb. What that means is that if the spike is dropped on the ground, you need to just prevent the enemy from picking that spike up and planting it at a bomb site, all right? That's all you need to do. You don't need to go and hunt for them and kill them. Similarly, if you're on the attacking side and you've planted the spike, you don't need to kill the defenders. You just need to stop them from defusing the spike. So what that means is you should be using everything in your warehouse to delay the enemy as long as possible and let that timer run out. You don't need to enter aim battles in this game to win a clutch. Okay? Simple. So there's my 5 tips. Check your crosshair placement. Make sure it's always somewhere useful. Lower your sensitivity or find the right sensitivity for you. Learn how to shoot the weapons at different ranges and learn the recoil reset times. Always, always, always be trading kills with your teammates and learn how to clutch. You don't need to kill someone to win a round. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Thanks. And hey, if you have your own tips or tricks to share that weren't mentioned in this video, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much.